Welcome to another Peso 99 video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the best loadout to run in the Lucky raid for part 2. I know I did make one of these videos already, but I did switch up my loadout and hopefully it helps you guys out more than the last one. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at our upgrades. I have 17 pet equips apart from the ones you already get. My damage is at 1780%. I have a little bit over halfway, which is 150% for attack speed. I haven't tried speedy pets. This probably also helps a little bit, but I would rather prioritize other upgrades. My XP is completely maxed out, which is 4080%, and that's pretty much all the upgrades I have right now. I could get other ones like boss titanic chance, boss huge chance, but right now I'm just trying to get to a high rate level, so I'm just prioritizing damage and XP. And for my huges, I'm running mostly rainbow shinies, golden shiny, and one rainbow shiny. You're gonna want to make sure you also have the best stat pet, and as of right now I have the rainbow lucky angelus. 11.4k exists already, so it shouldn't be that expensive, and there might be other pets that have more damage, but the damage that matters is inside the raid. So make sure you go inside the raid and look at the damage, because there are other stat pets that have more damage, but they have a lot less damage inside the actual raid. Make sure to take advantage of the boost exchange and use some millionaire bucks on egg luck boost, and of course obviously use lucky books and stuff like that to give you the best chances to hash them. So if we go into the raid really quick, as you guys can see, my rainbow lucky angelus does 1.18 billion damage, and then after that is the wishing dragon, which is 562 million. This is why I say make sure you get the right stat pet, because the golden angelus is in front of the wishing dragon outside of the raid, but inside of the raid the rainbow wishing dragon is in front of the gold angelus. I'm not completely sure what logic big games is using here, but that's just how it is. But let's go ahead and look at the loadout. I use 1 criticals 10 and 2 strong pets 10, and make sure you empower them. I've only empowered 1 strong pets and not the other one, because I'm still testing if 2 is better than 1. That's why I'm not wasting essence on a second strong pets if it's not going to make much of a difference. But if you are running one of each, definitely empower them, and then you're going to want to go ahead and put on happy pets, tap teamwork, and for the last 4 books they're all chest breakers. Some people do say it doesn't stack, or that it only stacks by 2. Some people are using 4, some people are using 5. It really all comes down to how much testing you do. For me, 4 seems to be decent. I'm not completely sure if it's just placebo, since I have pretty decent upgrades. And last time we were using corruption, but since the start of the raid in part 1 I didn't really see this book making much of a difference, so I decided to just take it off, and I'm still doing the same amount of damage. So to me, corruption doesn't really make a difference unless you're in early game, and then it can possibly help a little bit, but towards late game you're not going to really see a difference at all, because it's all going to come down to chest breakers, your upgrades, and your pet team. And also corruption doesn't really proc that much. Now if you're one of those people that say chest breaker doesn't stack, obviously take off 1 or 2 of them and just replace it with something else like tap blast, explosive, whatever other books I talked about in my last loadout video, and hopefully that will help you out. But now that you guys know the loadout I do run for part 2, let's go ahead and actually do a raid. we go. We did that pretty quickly. And if you want to save yourself a little bit of time, unless you really need the diamonds, I would go ahead and always just grab the huge chest, titanic chest, and then the tier 1000 chest, and I would just avoid the leprechaun chest and the loot chest. But if you do have leprechaun keys, go ahead and use them. But for the loot chest, I would completely ignore. This thing gives you nothing but terrible rewards, so I would just skip that and save yourself a few seconds. Obviously, I still need to do this tier 5000 boss chest, so let's go ahead and do that. And if you guys are wondering, do you need to do the tier boss chest? You technically don't have to, but I would recommend to do them because they do give you 2 to 3 levels in every single room, which is going to help you out a lot. And also make sure to use heroic, and heroic is basically the levers on the walls. For the last boss, I can't do it yet because it's at level 15,000. And if you guys don't know the locations for the levers, for the first boss room, it is going to be behind the stack of coins right here, and that is going to be the first one, and it's going to take your tier 100 to a tier 500. And for the second boss room, it is going to be to the second to last area, and the lever is going to be to the right side in the middle of these 2 waterfalls, and it is going to take this room from tier 1000 to tier 5000. And this one does have a little bit more health, but it still doesn't take that long, just for a guaranteed 2+ levels. And every time you do both rooms, it's going to give you lower half and upper half boss keys. You're going to be able to farm a whole bunch of them to either go and sell them or use them to possibly get more huges or a titanic. And the titanic, of course, is in the last boss chest area, and it is going to be tier 5000. If you're at level 15,000, it's going to go up to tier 15,000 with heroic on, so you are going to be able to farm a whole bunch of huges from that room alone. But that is pretty much all for this video. Make sure you also use lucky raid XP boosters and lucky raid damage boosters. Currently, I'm not running tier 2 because they're very expensive and hard to find. If you're able to get tier 1s, that is perfectly fine. You don't really need tier 2 unless you have a whole bunch of gifts to open and gamble for tier 2. But apart from that, I hope this video did help you out. If you guys did enjoy, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.